Hi. So today I'm going to quickly go through the process of using Google Forms to make a uh, online exam. So first of all, we open Chrome, preferably Google Chrome, and make sure that you're logged in. Otherwise, you can click on Gmail and you can log in. Logging in is required to do anything further. Then you will go in the search bar and you will simply type Google Forms. So this will open up a link to create forms. So यहाँ पे you go to forms, click on forms, and you have a variety of forms available. Whether you want to do an RSVP kind of a thing or a party invite. But right now we are looking at conducting a class test. So we will go for a blank form. So this is how your blank form looks. So this is an untitled form. You can change this name to whatever you want. Say class test 2. Yeah. And then you can give some description here, preferably any exam instructions that you want to give. And then on the right hand side, you can see this plus sign. It says add questions. So one question is already added here by default. So you simply click on this and you can formulate your question. So generally the first 2-3 questions are compulsory questions, in the sense that is a provision given to the student to write their name, roll number, etc. So here I will say name, and I will choose what kind of question it has to be, whether it's a paragraph or a short answer or a multiple choice or check boxes or a drop down. You can choose from whatever type of question it has to be. So right now I'm choosing a short answer. So short answer will accommodate about 1 or 2 lines. So that is enough for writing the name. Then I will add another question, and here I will say roll number, for example. Okay, so sometimes the app automatically detects what kind of question you are writing, and it changes from multiple choice to short answer. So name, roll number, maybe you can add one more by clicking on this plus sign and say class and section. All right. And once you've done that, you can also make it compulsory. There is an option here somewhere for that. Okay, anyway, so now that you have added the 3 required fields, you can start adding your questions by saying, you can just simply type your question here. uh, where is Taj Mahal, for example. And you can also add an image if you want. So you can click on this icon and browse from your computer, and you can upload an image there. No, did not get uploaded. Okay. Browse image. Yeah. So it will show you. So you can place it either left, right, or center. So if I say center aligned, it will come in between. Then you can add the options. So option 1, you can click, you can say Mumbai. Then you can add another option. You can say uh, option 2, Agra. You can add another option. You can say Delhi. And then you can say something else, Bangalore. So this is how you can form questions, and you can add however many questions you want by simply clicking on this add question icon. So after you have added however many questions you want, you can see this responses here. So when you click on this option, you will see when, as and how your students will start sending the responses, submitting their forms, you will see the responses here. You will see how many people have submitted. And then this icon you see, create spreadsheet. When you click here, all those responses will automatically go in an Excel sheet, and you will be able to see which student has answered what for which question. So all those details are automatically kept there. Then we come to some other options like settings here. Inside your settings, you will need to, so right now we have only created a form. This is not an exam, right? So if you want to give marks and set correct answers for multiple choice options, then you have to click the icon quizzes. So, and then you enable this, say make this a quiz. So then you will have some more options: immediately after submission, release the grades, later after manual review. So whatever it is that you want, you can choose your option here. And how the student can see, can he see the correct answers, can he see the points that are given, all these things can be set here. So you say save. So the minute you say save, what will happen is you can set the points here. Yeah, answer keys. So in answer keys, when you click on answer keys, you choose the correct answer key. So when you choose the correct answer key, it will show here and then say done. So when your student gives the right answer, it is automatically, the points are automatically calculated there. Okay. And in the same option, you can also give points here. Can you see this? So you can give 1 points, 2 points, 5 points, however many you want. All right. So now that this is set, what else we can do is you can make certain questions compulsory. Like you can say that if the student is trying to submit a form without writing his name, so in order to avoid that, what you can say is, when you say name, when you click on this question, you have a field here called required. So simply click on it. So required means unless that field is filled, they will not be able to submit the answers. So then this also you can click here and make this required. So name and roll number, make it compulsory to be added. So then after you are done with adding all your questions, you go to send. And then you can choose how you want to share it. Okay. So this is an icon for the link. So if you click on the link, it will say, uh, you can just simply copy this link and you can share this link on your WhatsApp or whatever ID, whatever means digital communication that you're using. And when the student clicks on this particular link, this questionnaire will open and he'll be able to answer it. I hope this helps. Thank you.